Hi, my name is Zachary Newton, and we're going to talk about Rembrandt, his life and his career, and two of my favorite paintings, Anatomy Lesson with Dr. Tulp and Aristotle Before a Bust of Homer. Rembrandt was a prolific artist with many ups and downs in his career. Born in 1606 Leiden, which is now present-day Holland, Rembrandt moved to Amsterdam during a Dutch economic boom, famous for his Baroque style of painting. Dutch Baroque ushered in an era of dramatic realism, intense emotion and movement, emphasis on light and dark colors, chiaroscuro, and tenebrism. Rembrandt new to Amsterdam during an economic boom. Amsterdam had a larger audience for art. The Dutch had a golden age where the middle class was rising and they were an economic powerhouse. Amsterdam was also one of the largest cities in Europe. With the rising middle class, merchants, middle class people, and professionals were turning to artists for commissions of art to hang in their houses or their professional workplaces during a period when the church, who was commissioning these artists, was falling out of power. The piece was commissioned by Nicholas Tulp in the painting, the main surgeon, the Dutch anatomist, a professor, politician, and member of the Surgeons Guild, praised by scholars, performed the anatomy lesson January 31st, 1632. The corpse was a violent robber named Adrian Adrazend. The painting was widely popular after 1 year of Rembrandt being in Amsterdam. In 1962, debate about the painting rose as the tendencies suggest that Dr. Tulp had a style preferring Leonardo's anatomy, as the tendons were incorrect. Later in Rembrandt's career, the Guild of Surgeons would invite him back in 1656 to do another anatomy lesson painting. This is one of my favorite paintings. The Baroque period was really famous for putting light and action into the people. As you can see, Dr. Tulp is performing an anatomy lesson where the light is shining right on his cadaver and on the corpse, putting an emphasis on it. Rembrandt took on a new approach with the Guild of Surgeons by painting them during a dissection, which was new for the period and received a lot of attention and praise. Rembrandt also was able to paint each individual surgeon all together, focused on different parts of the body, while also focusing on Dr. Tulp, the lead surgeon. Something also to note is in Rembrandt's Baroque style and chiaroscuro technique is his brushwork amongst the darkness of their coats, with the light he's created shining on the white parts around their neck and their faces, also leading to the lead surgeon, Dr. Tulp, how he's the centerpiece almost of this painting, focusing on the dissection. Rembrandt was popular for creating portraits and group portraits, but his popularity throughout his career would slowly fade and fall out of public favor due to the changes in taste for Dutch Baroque. However, Rembrandt stayed true to his style, focusing on biblical themes and landscapes. I wanted to quickly talk about this painting. This is Aristotle Before a Bust of Homer, made in 1654. This piece was commissioned by a Sicilian man named Rufio. He requested a painting of Aristotle. Rembrandt did 3 renditions of this painting of Aristotle, dressed in a way that was not quite like antiquity. Aristotle is looking at Homer, who created the Odyssey and the Iliad, which I don't know if you remember, but I actually talked about that in my last project, Homer's Iliad. So, it's me going back to my roots. Aristotle is looking at Homer with this expression of, will he be remembered as Homer is remembered? Aristotle is dressed in gold, and he has a nice big hat, and the brushwork show shimmerings within his gold and his cloak. This was also another Baroque style that really shined light on his face, throughout his arm, and on the bust. You can see Aristotle is looking at Homer in a sense of, will I be big now or will I be remembered like Homer is remembered? And I feel like Rembrandt throughout his career had this same thing, making this painting, wondering if he will be remembered the way Aristotle and Homer will be remembered.